Hello, everyone. Thank you, Professor Samuel, for the introduction. I hope everyone is enjoying, they are enjoying their time with us during these selection of webinars targeting food contact materials. So for the first day, our webinar dealt with the Food Contact Materials International Regulatory Framework. So we had 4 speakers, 4 presentations for the first day. We were honored to welcome first Professor Sandra Domenech from AgroParisTech, myself also for a presentation, Dr. Mark Feely from Canada, and Dr. Scott Crerar from Australia and New Zealand. So the first presentation given by Professor Sandra Domenech was entitled Introduction to Food Contact Materials and Their Interactions with Foodstuff. So Dr. Sandra started by stating the frame for our 2-day webinar by introducing what are food packaging materials with a focus on plastic food contact materials. Then she introduced the different interactions that can occur between food and packaging material, impacting the quality of food like permeation and sorption, but also and most critically impacting the safety of food as migration. Then Dr. Sandra explained also the different approaches to assess the exposure to hazards migrating from food contact materials, which can be performed through experimental migration tests, but also through migration modeling. And then Dr. Sandra also introduced the problem and the problematic of plastic recycling for reuse as a food contact material. She spoke about the problems, the challenges of the use of recycled plastics, such as the misuse of food contact materials in their previous use, the lack of sorting of wastes or plastic wastes, the problem of cross-contamination, and the efficiency of recycling processes. So Dr. Sandra helped us in order to introduce well our webinar for today. And then we had a presentation, or effectively 3 presentations related to the international regulatory framework of the food contact material problem and topic. So we had 2 presentations given by myself on the European Union framework and on the US FDA framework. And then Dr. Mark Feely presented the approach of Health Canada related to this topic. And then Dr. Scott presented the approach from the point of view of Australia and New Zealand. Effectively, the 3 presentations orbited or around the same structure related to the different food contact materials regulations. So we explained, different speakers explained the general requirements imposed by the different international jurisdictions, as well as the different structures or the general structure of the different legislation, which present normally positive lists of authorized substances with their permitted limits, then the different migration or extraction tests to be performed, and finally, the different approval processes or the declaration of compliance to be performed in order to validate the compliance of a food contact material. Effectively, we had yesterday, or during the first day, on the 22nd, we had the participation of a lot of different participants from different countries. So overall, if we can go to the last slide, please, if you please. So overall, we had a total of 224 participants. We reached a maximum peak of 182 participants connected at the same time. And luckily, we had the participation from 64 different countries. So we had a very broad international audience during the first day. So thank you, and I hope you will enjoy also our webinar for today.